All right. Will 5 go into 9? How many times? Then you multiply. Is then you subtract. 9 minus 5 is. Wait, first you got to check. Make sure 4 is smaller than 5. Is it? Yes. What would happen if it wasn't smaller than 5? That means you didn't do a big enough number up here, right? You can make another group. Okay, so now what do? Bring down your 8. And then you start all over. Bring it on down and bring it on back. How many times will 5 go into 48? Good. Then you multiply. 9 times 5 is 45. And then what do I do next? Good. 48 minus 45 is 3. What do I do next? Bring down. Good. Check. Is 3 smaller than 5? Then I draw the arrow showing that you're bringing it down to here. That helps you keep your numbers lined up. Then you start all over again. Now you divide. How many times will 5 go into 34? 6 times. Then I multiply. 5 times 6 is 30. Then what do I do? Subtract. Then what? You make sure the 4 is smaller than the 5. Is there anything for me to bring down? No. So my answer is 196 with a remainder of 4. All right, let's look at the next one. 813 divided by 4. Remember, if you're still struggling with your multiplication facts, you can make the little T chart.
Yes. That's what I did on everything.
So 1 times 4 is 2 times 4 is,
8.
remember, you can do 1 plus 1 gives you 2. 4 plus 4 gives you 8. The next one is 3. Well, 1 plus 2 makes 3, so I can do 4 plus 8 is 12. Or if you remember the little song for your multiplication facts, you can sing your little song and write the numbers down here. 4 is just double of 2, so 2 plus 2 makes 4, so you can do 8 plus 8, which is 16. 5, you get 5 from doing 2 plus 3, so you can do 8 plus 12 is 20. Or if you know your song, again, you can just sing it. And you can stop at 9 because you're never going to use a digit bigger than 1 using the traditional division method. Remember to use, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? The D is for? The M is for? The S is for? The C is for? And the B is? All right. So we're going to start with D, divide. How many times will 4 go into 8? You can use your little chart over here. When you get something bigger, you got to go back up. It'll go twice. Okay, so I divided. Now I'm going to multiply 2 times 4, which is, then I'm going to
Subtract.
8 minus 8 is 0. Check. Make sure that you got something smaller than the number you're dividing by. Now we bring it down. Then start all over again. How many times will 4 go into 1? They can't do it. So do I just go on and bring it down to 3? What do I need to do? You have to put a 0 up there. Guys, that 0 is very important because 205 is not the same thing as 25. Or 209 is not the same thing as 29. That 0 matters. You have to say that it goes in there 0 times. Okay? And then you multiply. 0 times 4 is 0. And then you subtract. 1 minus 0 is 1. You check. Is 1 smaller than 4?
Yes.
And then you bring it on down and bring it on back. So now I have to say how many times will 4 go into 13? And you can look at your chart. 4 times 4 is 16. That's too big, so I've got to go back up to 3. Then I multiply. 3 times 4 is 12. Good. Then what do I do? 13 minus 12 is 1. Is 1 smaller than 4? Is there anything to bring down? So what is this 1?
The remainder.
Good. He's my remainder. So I'm going to write R equals 1. And there's my answer. What is the name for an answer to a division problem?
Quotient.
Quotient. Very good.